Hi my friends, welcome to latest Royal Insider channel. Today I talk about Prince Harry's ex-girlfriend just showed the world that she's moved on from him once and for all. Cressida Bonas became a front-page regular in the early 2010s when she began dating the man then third in line to the British throne. Sadly, mind you, her relationship with Prince Harry came to an end after 2 years. But if you thought that her ex's marriage to Meghan Markle sent the model actress into a pit of despair, then think again. The news which emerged in the summer of 2019 proved that this was far from the case, you see. Of course, Cressida had already shown that there were no hard feelings when she attended the star-studded nuptials of her former beau. She also continued to maintain her friendship with the royal who served as their matchmaker, Princess Eugenie. In fact, Cressida rubbed shoulders with Harry once again in late 2018 when she attended the wedding of Prince Andrew's eldest child. Nevertheless, rumors continued to persist that there was bad blood between Cressida and Harry. And individuals speculated that perhaps that the socialite was a little jealous of the royal celebrity wife. However, a year after watching her one-time boyfriend walk down the aisle, Cressida proved that she was over him once and for all. So here's a look at her story. Cressida, who was born in the Hampshire town of Winchester in 1989, wasn't her family's first it girl. Indeed, her mother, Lady Mary Gay, was very much a regular fixture of the London social scene in the 1960s. Her father, Geoffrey, however, is an entrepreneur whose surname was once very well known in the textile mill industry. After studying dance at both Leeds University and Greenwich's Trinity Laban Conservatoire, Cressida switched her attention to acting. She took to the stage with roles in There's a Monster in the Lake and An Evening with Lucian Freud. And she appeared on screen in the likes of Dr. Thorne, The Bye-Bye Man and Tulip Fever. Of course, Cressida had first caught the public's attention in May 2012 when she began dating none other than Prince Harry. The pair were introduced to each other by the latter's cousin, but Cressida was already used to mixing in royal circles, having developed a close friendship with Princess Eugenie, after all. Over the next few months, Cressida and Harry enjoyed each other's company at various high-profile events. They were seen letting their hair down at a post-premiere party for Batman: The Dark Knight Rises in the affluent London area of Mayfair. The pair also attended a birthday bash for Sam Branson at his billionaire father Richard's Caribbean island. Cressida and Harry's relationship then went through a turbulent period when the latter was photographed partying in Las Vegas with various young women in August 2012. And thanks to a game of strip billiards, he ended up in his birthday suit too. The couple were then kept apart when Harry was once again sent to Afghanistan for a total of 20 weeks. However, Harry was said to have constantly written to Cressida during his co-pilot gunner tour of duty. And on his return, the couple enjoyed a romantic vacation at a ski resort in Switzerland. During the summer of 2013, the pair were also pictured at the nuptials of Harry's longtime pal Thomas Van Straubenzee, festivals such as Womit and Glastonbury, and a Mumford & Sons show to boot. Cressida and Harry appeared to show that things were getting serious when they spent an entire weekend at Sandringham, one of the Queen's many private homes. Following his trek to Antarctica, the prince reunited with his girlfriend just before Christmas for a getaway at the family home of Richard Branson. A charity event for We Day UK, a Six Nations rugby game and an Afghanistan skiing trip were just a few of the places that the pair were pictured together at over the following months. But the fairy tale did not last. Sadly, Cressida's seemingly picture-perfect life was shattered in January 2014 when Christopher Shaw, her stepfather, killed himself. And in April that year, Harry and Cressida went their separate ways. Unsurprisingly, speculation over the reason for their split continued to mount. But, surprisingly for such a wealthy couple, money appeared to be the main culprit. The Telegraph reported that according to unnamed close pals, Cressida and Harry ultimately ended their 2-year relationship following a row about an airfare. The pair had been invited to the nuptials of Guy Pelly, a close friend of the prince, in America. But Cressida didn't want to spend her own money on the flight, which cost roughly $800 if their already turbulent relationship was unlikely to stay the course. There had reportedly been tension between the couple for quite some time beforehand. According to some sources, Cressida had found life under the glare of the media difficult to deal with. She also allegedly felt that her once thriving career as a dancer had suffered as a result of her relationship with the royal. Therefore, the duo apparently decided that they'd be better off as friends. An unnamed friend told The Telegraph in April 2014, "He will miss her, and I think she will miss him. But if it is going to end, then it is better that it ends now rather than after a marriage. I am sure Cressida will be okay, but Harry may have problems. Cressida has calmed him down a lot over the last 2 years." Of course, this anonymous pal's prediction proved to be slightly wide of the mark. And just 2 years after splitting with Cressida, Harry began dating Meghan Markle, an American actress best known for her role in Suits. Then in 2017 the pair announced in an official statement that they were engaged to be married. In May 2018, Harry and Meghan walked down the aisle at a star-studded ceremony at Windsor Castle. George Clooney, Oprah Winfrey and Serena Williams were just a few of the A-list names who attended the St. George's Chapel service, along with several notable faces from Harry's past too. Yes, Cressida had also accepted an invitation to attend the high-profile nuptials. And she wasn't the only ex-girlfriend who raised a few eyebrows with her appearance at the ceremony either. That's right, businesswoman Chelsea Davy, who dated Harry for 7 years before he got together with Cressida, graced the occasion too. Cressida wasn't particularly interested in talking about her reasons for attending Meghan and Harry's wedding, however. In an interview with The Times shortly beforehand, she declared, "I'd just rather not go into it. I have to be really careful what I say, because people like putting people into boxes and into stereotypes, especially in this country, and no, I don't think that helps." And Cressida then continued, "I think you want to be a blank canvas as an actress. But I'd rather not say anything, actually, if you don't mind, because it is kind of in my past and I am so focused on my acting." Of course, this wasn't the first time that Cressida had touched upon the subject of stereotypes. The year prior, Cressida had told BBC radio show Woman's Hour, "I find people are very quick to put you in a box or put you in a corner and think, oh well, you're that, so you must be that. It's incredibly frustrating, especially in the industry that I'm in. But, you know, it is the way it is. It's about making a stand. Saying no, this is who I am, and this is what I want to do." Cressida did, nonetheless, briefly discuss her experiences at the wedding in the column she pens for weekly magazine The Spectator. However, she seemed more concerned with her fashion sense than anything else. She wrote, "The invitation clearly stated that guests must wear hats. Yikes. I opted for a minimal feathered number and can only hope I got it right." Several months after Harry and Meghan's nuptials, Cressida was invited to attend the wedding of yet another royal acquaintance. Alongside fellow Harry ex-Chelsea, Cressida watched close friend Princess Eugenie say "I do" to her longtime boyfriend Jack Brooksbank. What's more, Harry was also in attendance at the event with wife Meghan, although it's not known whether he was forced to face any awkward encounters with his exes. An insider told Vanity Fair's Katie Nichols, "I am sure he'll be courteous and very civil to them both. But it will be interesting to see Meghan's reaction." Furthermore, Cressida probably wasn't too concerned about bumping into her ex. That's because, far from harboring any feelings towards Prince Harry, the model had in fact been fully loved up with someone else for quite some time by this point. And the man in question had some impressive royal connections too. In fact, Cressida had actually entered into a relationship with Harry Wentworth Stanley long before she first met the Duke of Sussex. The pair had dated for 4 years during their university studies before parting ways. But after Cressida split with the prince, she reunited with her old flame, and the rest is history. Harry Wentworth Stanley's stepfather, George Mountbatten, is the cousin of none other than Her Majesty the Queen. His mother was also friends with Princess Diana and still counts Princess Eugenie's mother, Sarah Ferguson, as a close pal. And in 2018 he met Prince Harry's older brother William at a fundraiser for a charity that he held dear to his heart. Wentworth Stanley had previously joined 3 other rowers on a mission to cross the Atlantic Ocean for James Place. It's an initiative that was set up by his parents Nick and Claire following the suicide of Wentworth Stanley's 21-year-old brother James in 2006. During the event, Prince William helped to open the clinical center, which offers therapy and counseling for men in crisis. And in August 2019, Wentworth Stanley concentrated on happier matters. The lovebirds proved that there's truth to the old adage, if at first you don't succeed. Wentworth Stanley took to Instagram to tell all of his followers some exciting news. Alongside a picture of the pair posing in a Nantucket field, Wentworth Stanley revealed, "We're getting married." A beaming Cressida was also sporting her diamond ring in the image, which appeared to prove once and for all that she's totally over her split from Prince Harry. And the couple received many well wishes from those who mix in the same royal circles. Indeed, James Middleton, the brother of Kate, replied with 3 heart-shaped emojis and the simple message, "So wonderful." So what does Wentworth Stanley get up to in his day job? Well, since 2012 he's worked his way up the ladder of Savills, a real estate firm based in London. His main area of expertise is in disposing of and acquiring both mixed-use and residential opportunities for development in the UK capital. Wentworth Stanley joined the firm as a graduate and now counts himself as both a surveyor and associate. His interest in real estate began when he spent time working in the Argentinian capital of Buenos Aires for a developer. And his experience has grown considerably. The company's official website reveals that he's also gained knowledge of several other areas of the business, including development viability and planning. Of course, following Wentworth Stanley's announcement, talk soon turned to who would be attending the wedding, even though the couple hadn't even announced a date. Adam Helliker, an expert on the royal family, claimed that Prince Harry would almost certainly attend. Helliker told The Sun in August 2019 he will definitely go, as he has remained on very friendly terms with Cressida, who has never said a word in public about her relationship with the prince. Another more anonymous insider also told the same newspaper that Harry and Meghan should definitely expect to find an invite in the post. They said, "Harry and Cressy are on good terms, Meghan has got to know her, and they are expected to attend." However, Helliker doesn't seem so sure that both of the Sussexes will be out in force. The royal expert told The Sun that he's unsure about the prospects of Meghan accepting Cressida's invite. He said, "Meghan is known to feel less comfortable with his Harry's former girlfriends, particularly Chelsea, who was the prince's first love and with whom he went out, on and off, for 7 years." And Helliker referred to a particular situation which backs up his theory. He added, "It was Meghan who ensured that Chelsea was not included on the list for the evening party after their wedding." This was a very pointed snub when many of Harry and Chelsea's mutual friends from pre-Meghan days were invited to the Frogmore House party. Perhaps inevitably, some newspapers began comparing Cressida's engagement ring with the one Harry gave to Meghan. For her part, Rachel Garothin, watch and jewelry director for Vogue, was particularly impressed. She told the Daily Express, "Its unusual design is typical of the welcome trend for couples to go for a highly personalized engagement ring rather than the standard solitaire." Alexandra Mitchell, a gemologist who's appeared on British TV show Posh Pon, also told the same newspaper, Cressida Bonas' Art Deco-inspired Target's ring is a refreshing departure from the classic single-stone engagement ring. An impressive center stone, which I would estimate at 2.5 CTS plus, would price this ring at nearly $125,000. But was it worth more than Meghan's engagement ring? According to Plutonic's director and one of the most highly respected diamanters in the world, Grant Mobley, it just falls short. Indeed, the gemologist told the Daily Express he believes that the Duchess of Sussex's ring would have cost roughly $150,000, about $25,000 more than Cressida's bling. Cressida's engagement ring might not be worth as much as Meghan's, but it may well have a stronger royal connection. That's because it was designed by Bear Brooksbank, the cousin of Princess Eugenie's husband Jack. According to Hello magazine, the former said, "The Target's ring is a very beautiful, classic, tried and tested design which is a crowd pleaser, but it's also interesting. For men doing it on their own it's an unusual but safe choice, so you're not just freestyling." As of October 2019, Cressida and Wentworth Stanley haven't announced when they will be walking down the aisle together. Having previously dated for 4 years back in the 00s, however, there's speculation that their engagement will be a pretty quick one. To that end, reports suggest that the pair will plan the ceremony for sometime in 2020. What do you think about this video? Please comment below this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget subscribe my channel. Bye. See you next video.